3 million Muslims live in the United States, something like that.
Yes.
10% are obviously gay, doing the math. Maybe not. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like just,
Yep.
it's a given.
Sure. And Muslims come all the way from Albania to Zanzibar, and they're every shade and every color and every size and every orientation and every gender identity. You know.
Very much so. Your message to the conference, the Human Rights Conference, will be what?
Expand the heart.
And is there a word for that?
Yeah, I named the conference, or we named the conference Inshira, and Al-Inshira is a chapter in the Quran, and it means an expansion. And in the context of that particular verse, it's about the expansion of the heart. It's when God's talking to the prophet and says, "I will ease your burden. I'll expand your heart, and I will ease your burden." And it was a time of great challenge for the prophet and his followers in Mecca at that time. And so the expansion of the heart to bring everybody into the heart and to ease burdens is something which is very congruent with the work that Salam and our sister organizations around the world are trying to do. So,
why did you pick immigration law?
Karma-free or karma-neutral.
Well, you fled Tanzania. Your family fled Tanzania,
Yes.
so you are an immigrant.
I'm an immigrant. You know, we came to Canada as permanent residents, having applied to come here, but that's really also because there wasn't a properly defined refugee system in Canada. But that whole sort of flight and risk and danger. My undergrad was in anthropology, so again, dealing with human culture and human transformation. And I went into law school because I didn't know what else to do. I was going to graduate with a bachelor's degree in anthropology at the age of 20. For a while, I worked at Legal Services Society in Gastown. That's where I did part of my articles. And I got exposed to doing refugee and immigration and the people's human stories as to why they were fleeing, why they were leaving where they were, why they were coming here. Fit really nicely in with my anthropology passion. And so this is also where I don't have to make decisions about defending somebody who might be an abuser or who might be a murderer or somebody. And so for me, that sort of ethical challenge of well, yes, I do understand that everybody deserves representation and everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But I wanted to practice a kind of law where there wasn't necessarily the us versus them, where it's the client and their
Oh, it's a stellar field. Better than corporate law, gotta be.
Yes,
gotta be more exciting.
I agree. Not as financially lucrative.
No,
but,
no, not at all. But sounds. I think criminal law would be interesting too. But I would suggest refugee and immigration law.
Yeah.
A great field. And Troy Jackson, your partner.
Yes.
Where'd you pick him? Or did he pick you?
Well, it was a bit of both. We actually met about 15 years ago in Vancouver, and then in 2006 he moved to Toronto, and we bumped into each other. We were acquaintances, not friends. We bumped into each other at an anti-war rally in Toronto in 2006.
Okay, that fits. He's a musician, right?
He's a singer, yeah.
How lovely.
Yeah, he's going to be performing at Pride, so come
really?
and check us out.
Oh, great,
yeah.
I will, for sure. How nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. El-Farouk Khaki.